Hi there, Aquarius. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here with your August Tarotscope. For those of you that haven't been to me before, there's two decks in front. One on the left is an oracle card. Actually, it's a spirit messages card. So I'll give you a message from spirit through that and then take 6 tarot cards to give you an idea of what's coming ahead. As I always say, please do not try and make this resonate. If it doesn't feel right, if you don't feel connected to it, then check out your moon and or your rising signs instead. If you don't know what they are, then you can actually do an online search for a free natal chart and it will tell you what your moon sign is. You do need your hour of birth, I think, for rising, but you can certainly get more information online. Okay, so that's that. At the end of this video, so this is the tarot part of it. It's split into 2 parts now. I did this last month and you all seemed to like it. The second part of the video is the astrology part. So I'm basically going through the correspondences, so the general generic energy that runs for everybody, all of us. So it's not specific to your sign, Aquarius. It's actually, you may find something in there if you are Pisces or Leo, or without giving anything away, but it's the collective astrology. So without further ado, the decks that I'm using are on the channel in the description details. If you like the channel and would like to support me further, then I do have a buy me a coffee page. I don't do memberships, so it's just that, although I drink tea, which is always a bit of a standing joke for everybody. Okay, so Aquarius, let's have a look and see what we've got for the month of August. Let's see what spirit message we've got for Aquarius. Stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. So if anybody is around you doubting you or doubting your abilities right now, then actually you need to stand your ground. I was going to say something else, but I don't think it was particularly appropriate for you. Something about jogging. Okay, so yeah, you need to make a decision about something. That's the only trouble with this deck, is it's so slippy. I have to be quite cautious, otherwise we get them throwing them all over the table. So what's the decision about then? Do you feel like you've reached a crossroads? Okay, let's have a look. What's the decision with regard to? Okay, so we've got Temperance here. She's waiting. You're waiting for something. Okay, so financially you can see that we've got the Queen and the King here, which tells me that I'm going to read into this a little bit more because, okay, the beauty of these cards is they are actually very intuitive as well. So you are making a decision, and I do feel like you're on hold about something. If somebody's doubting your abilities, and maybe you've got a dream that you're chasing, it feels like it's your time, and actually you're trying to make a decision, but there's almost like this push-pull. It feels like you are wanting to get on with it, but patience, you know that the time is not quite right yet. It does feel, though, that as you move through this month, that actually a situation, so something's going to happen here where you are actually able, there's money coming in. And the money means that you're going to find the money for whatever it is that you're trying to make this decision that you're waiting for. You're going to find the money, and then that's going to allow you to take care of something that you want to take care of financially. So if there's something you're saving for, or if it feels like if it's rental, or if it's a holiday, or if it's something that you are, a big birthday perhaps, or a family event, there's something you want to spend some money on. And actually, mid-month, the money is coming, it's coming in. And that allows you to be, I feel that it's almost like you're being made, well, not you're being made. This is about a worthiness, and actually I don't feel that I can do this on my own financially for some reason, whatever this is that you're planning or that you'd like to do. And actually the cards are coming in and saying, yes, you are. Look, believe in yourself. Stand your ground. This is your position. It's coming in, and it's coming in at the mid-month. I might pop another card on that at the moment, because I can tell you something, Aquarius. Yeah, there's a new beginning here. So the money's coming in and it's going to allow you to have, there's almost like this beautiful fresh energy that comes in immediately after this. I think you've been waiting a long time for something. It just feels as if there's so much frustration around the waiting for this thing to, allowing you to restart, allowing you to move into this newness, whatever that is for you. It's immediately followed by, you've got the world. So I know that a part of your life is very much coming to its natural conclusion, so that you're then able to move forward and connect with your intuition. You're looking for guides on what to do. Look, you've got the Ace of Cups as well. So there's some financial link here in the middle of the month that allows you to move into this position of starting afresh. There's a new opportunity here, and the new opportunity allows you to put this part of your life into, so my hands are over, this part of your life into, yeah, you've completed this chapter, and then you're able to move into this new position where you are being guided, very much guided towards a new emotional feeling. I don't know if there's been any, I just feel frustration. I feel lots and lots of frustration. But at the end of this, look how powerful you're going to be. You're going to be so empowered and so strong. And ironic that you get that in August, because August is very much the power of the card for, the energy for the card for August is strength, because it's number 8. So this is very much a month for something changes, something shifts, something moves, and you move into a fresher perspective. Something tips the balances, and you're able to start, I think it's to do with this money, and then you are able to become more powerful and stand your ground. Look at this wonderful thing here. So I hope that you found that helpful. I would, you know, if you've been frustrated and it feels like it's just not happening for you, whatever that may say, or, you know, you've been promised things, but it's not quite what you want because it doesn't feel like it's right yet, then actually, sorry, I'm moving the camera. Then actually, you're very, very close to starting something new. I don't know necessarily. I want to say that it's something new. So it's, you know, a new idea or a new opportunity that comes in off the back of all this that you've been waiting for. I think you've been waiting for independence is what it feels like. And actually breaking away and being free, you know, that kind of thing. And that's around financial freedom and financial, so that financial security. So it feels that it's very much around that, and that's what's going to break free later on this month. I mean, the world, you couldn't hope for a better card, because this actually is this phase of your life, this period of time has reached its, you know, and the world is now your oyster. So doors are opening. Something's going to shift here this month, which is going to be really going to change how you feel about things. You're not going to get that frustrated thing, and look how strong you are. So there's definitely something coming for you. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. And as I said at the beginning, if it doesn't resonate, don't try and make it fit, please. That's not what tarot is about. Listen to your moon or your rising instead. You may find it. Now you're going to very quickly move into the next part of the video, which is around the astrology. So that's the major transits that are coming up this year for everybody. It's exactly the same video at the end of the same clip at the end of every single video. So it's not specific to Aquarius, although you may find there's something in there for you. Okay, thanks very much for your time, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye. Hi, so this is now, we're entering the astrology part of the video. So whatever you've been listening to, your sun, your moon, or your rising, this is now a collective astrology reading. It's the same video that's at the end of every single one of the Tarotscopes. And that's because I want you to try and think of it like, from an astrological point of view, these major events are happening in the skies during the month of August. And as a result of that, they can affect us all collectively, and some more than others. It depends what signs are involved. So there are, like, if you imagine that in the skies, there are meetings that are happening between one planet and a sign. So there's a planet and a sign, and they're meeting. And as a result of that, as I say, the energies become very powerful and very enhanced. So I've only picked out 5 here. And it actually, I've got some that are already happening. So I've got this sheet here, and I will leave this for you. So it's a downloadable one, so you can see what the major ones are. And the reason I do this, because I think it's really important to understand the tarot correspondences, because astrology and tarot are very connected. For example, you can see here that on the 6th of August, at the moment, we've got Venus, which is the Empress, in Virgo. And she stays in the Virgo until the 6th of August when she enters Libra. Now, this meeting is happening in the sky. The planet Venus, which is the Empress, which is all about nurturing, creation, harmony, abundance, growth, all those wonderful things. If you think of Mother Nature, it's all that kind of energy, is actually about to enter Libra, which is the sign of fairness and justice and equality and all those sorts of things. So the values planet, which is what do we value, what do we care about, what do we want to grow in our lives, you know, what makes us fulfilled, what would we like to create, then goes into this planet, it goes into the sign of fairness. So what you can expect there is it's a time for harmony, it's a time for balance and beautiful and meaningful connections. So beauty and then meaningful connections. So from the 6th through until the 10th of September, this is happening in the skies. And irrespective of what your sun sign is, you can expect to see some influences here in your life. And it's a good time to tap into this. So if you want some equality and fairness with regards to, I don't say you're growing a business, then this is something, or you're growing something, or you're very involved with your mother and you want something to be fair, or you know, if there's anything around the maternal role and also equality and fairness, then this is a really good time to work with those energies in your life. Okay, and then on the 11th of August, goodness me, listen to me. On the 11th of August, we've got Mars, which is the Tower card. So you can see you've got Mars sign here, because Mars and the Tower are the correspondence. So you've got Mars enters Cancer. Now, Mars is currently in Gemini until the 11th of August, when it then moves and causes disruption with regards to movement forward. So it delays things. It basically causes some disruption around moving forward too quickly. So you have to take action from your heart as opposed to pure willpower. So it's a good time to listen to your intuition. And that's the 11th of August through to the 28th of September. So it's going on for quite some time. There's lots of movement, but it's more along the lines of Mars brings in a little bit of aggression. You know, the Mars energy, the planet of Mars, it causes a little bit of disruption with regards to moving forward. So you'll find that you'll either want to get on with it and there'll be nothing stopping you, or you'll want to hold back. But it's all with regards to asserting yourself and using your willpower. So you've got that energy going on, and you've got something there. If you want to do this, so if, for example, you're determined, using your willpower to do it, then you can expect to cause quite a bit of disruption with that. So, and protect what matters most, because Cancer is all about your home life and things like that. So you can find you might be very, a perfect example of this is it may be that around this time you become very protective and quite argumentative about your home environment and protective around what that means to you. So on a global scale, that may be something around protecting home and hearth. So, you know, that sort of thing. So then on the 12th of August, we've got the High Priestess, our lovely card of the moon. Now, this is quite an important time, actually, because we've got a new moon where we begin things. And I didn't print it off this time, but I've got a moon phases chart as well, a moon phases PDF, I think it is, or it's a document anyway. So it's attached to this, so you can have a look and see what it is. But new moons are always about beginning. Now we've got here a beginning, an intuitive beginning, because it's the moon, intuitive beginning with regards to empowerment and strength. And that's on the 12th of August, which is also a total solar eclipse in Leo. So this is an extremely powerful, because you've got Leo, powerful day for intuition, for beginning something intuitive. Okay, so listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, because she's going to make you more powerful and lead you towards more power in your life on that day. And then you've got the 23rd of August, which is where the sun enters Virgo. So the sun is currently in Leo, so Happy birthday, Leo. And then it enters Virgo, and the sun is about, you know, how you, it's about success and moving forward, and that then shines itself on Virgo, which is very much around introspective, looking within, quiet time, peace. So it's a wonderful time. After all that Leo energy and all of this eclipse energy that's happened here, we then go into a period of successful reflection, and that's a beautiful time, and it goes on for the whole of the month. So, and also you've got very much around organization. What else have I written down with regards to that? So focus on reflection, organisation, self-improvement and practical plans. So after all of this action and energy, it's really quite a nice time to get busy organising your life, really. And that's a good energy to tap into. Now on the 28th of August, the final one here, we've got the High Priestess. So the moon once more is in Pisces. This is always one that because I have a moon in Pisces. So I always think, oh my goodness me. So the full moon is where everything comes up to the surface. It illuminates everything in your life with regards to the Piscean energy. So it can be about relationships and dreamy and all the sort of like the visionary side of things. So you've got the moon, which is also very intuitive. So this is a very good time to basically intuitively let go of things that no longer serve you, to become very also in tune with regards to what the future may hold, because the moon, as you know, I always say, it is basically a time to an unexpected path will soon be revealed. So it's a wonderful time here. So you've basically got Pisces, the High Priestess, which is the moon in the moon, if that makes sense to you. So, yeah, I've got this little chart. So I'm going to put it. So time for release, healing and trusting your intuition. So you've got some super intuitive times happening this month. I've written these silly little pieces of paper because I forget what I'm doing sometimes. I have to make sure that I've got it all here. So basically, these are the 5 key transits that are happening with regards to August. As I said, they don't necessarily, you know, this doesn't confuse your reading before, because this is extra. It's an added layer to tarot where you can go, okay, so what are the energies, the tarot energies that are working based on the fact that these correspond to the planets. So the Empress with regards to fairness. That's the first thing that you can expect to happen. I hope that's made sense to you. I do enjoy this, and I was very pleased actually that that you all seemed to enjoy it last month. So I really hope that it's something we can continue with. And as I said, we've also popped the August 2026 correspondences. It's called a correspondence, where you have the tarot card and the star sign. So the two of them, they have the same energy. And I just think it's much better if you can see it with regards to the tarot cards. It kind of lends it a little bit more power when you are actually interested in tarot. It means more to me than if you say star signs. I'll be like, okay, I visualize the tarot card, and then it kind of gives it that added energy. Okay, so I hope that you've enjoyed that, and all that remains now is for me to say happy August. My goodness me, we've got quite a bit going on. Maybe do a little bit of a Google research onto some lovely magical things that you can do with regards to these eclipses. There are 2 this month. A total solar eclipse on the 12th of August, and that's in Leo, as we said, and a full moon and a partial lunar eclipse. Now it says the 28th. I think it kind of goes, it depends where you are in the world. It's the 28th to 29th. So there's like a 24-hour window. That's the 28th of August in the UK. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful, and thank you very much for your time. I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.